Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football back here at the Texas High School Coaches Association Convention here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, here with the head coach of the Flatonia Bulldogs, Coach Chris Freytag. Coach, thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us today.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
And appreciate the swag. You brought some swag for the swag shrine. I reached out to you on Twitter. You know what? You're not bad on Twitter. You do a good job with your Twitter handle. You do a good job promoting your program. That's for somebody 10, 15 years ago to say a head coach promoting social media and promoting their program on social media, that might have been crazy, but you do a good job with it. Talk about, that's got to be an important part of your program, isn't it?
It's a great part of your program. I mean, your kids have to get excited. Your parents have to get excited. It's a free way to promote your program, let everybody know what's going on, and show your new uniform, show your new helmets, show your accomplishments. We've been fortunate enough in Flatonia the last 5 years throughout all sports to be very successful.
Yeah.
And I want people to know that. It gets tweeted and retweeted, and people around the state, around the nation can see what type of program, even though you're a small 2A school, what kind of program you have.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you do a good job keeping me updated on what's going on, and I know you guys are excited about the 2018 season. I know you bring back a veteran ball club. I know there's still some work to do, but talk about your ball club in 2018. What are some areas that you and your coaching staff are really excited about with the Bulldogs?
We're really excited about our offensive line. I think we returned 4 out of 5 starters back from last year. Have a couple kids that played that can fill in and do a good job. I felt towards the end of the year last year, we struggled most of the year, but we caught fire, won 5 straight games, got beat out in the second round. I felt our kids improved, and to have those kids back, and we had a really good summer, probably our best summer since I've been there. Pretty excited about the offensive line for sure.
It's the base of your program. I mean, if you don't have a good offensive line, especially at a small school level, you're going to struggle. I mean, every team that wins a lot in the small school level, we see it at state every year. The teams at 2A, 3A level, they all are really good up front. And I definitely think that's the base. And for what you guys, your scheme offensively, you guys are a physical, like to run the football team. That fits right in with your personality, doesn't it?
Exactly. I mean, you look at the successful programs, East Bernard, Shiner, Mason, Refugio, even Brock. Those schools have had great offensive lines. You can pretty well run what you want to run when you have a great offensive line. It doesn't have to be ground and pound. You can spread it out. You can be multiple, whatever you want. But if you control the line of scrimmage and you have a few athletes, you're going to be pretty darn successful.
All right, now, look, you mentioned a couple of teams, Refugio and Shiner. You're familiar with those guys. Last couple of realignments, you were playing Refugio, Shiner, Weimer, Schulenberg. Do you feel like you made somebody at the UIL mad when you got those alignments?
I'll never forget walking into the Region Center that day and getting handed a packet, that said Flatonia, Shiner, Weimer, Ganado, Refugio, and Schulenberg, and getting tweets from the local media guys saying, hey, welcome to the little SEC.
Right.
But, looking back, being the smallest school in that district, really a school that should have probably played down. I think we were 2 or 3 kids over. Those 2 years of being in that district really helped our program. We won playoff. We made it through the district and got out and won playoff games and went 3 rounds, and it made our kids tough. A tough mentality is what we believe in, and our kids are still feeding off those years and knowing, hey, man, we're in a smaller classification, and we've been successful playing these bigger schools.
Now, THSCA convention, I mean, it's as busy as I've ever seen it. Monday is usually the busiest day, and it is definitely busy. It's a testament to the Texas high school coaches and the association, this kind of turnout that we've had. When you look at the THSCA and what it means, just talk about what it means to you and any advice you have for a young coach on how to get how important and why it's important to be involved in Texas High School Coaches Association.
When you're younger, and I can still remember when I was a young coach, Coach David Stein was my first boss, and he said, we got to get you involved in Texas High School Coaches Association. I do the same for my coaches. The reason why it is such a great organization, they have different types of insurance for you, different types of protection. If you're a member, they honor your kids, academic all-state. There's just so many avenues that Texas High School Coaches Association does for you and protects our profession, and I don't mean protects it, but they keep us lined out. Coaches are a crazy breed at times.
They can be, yeah.
And you probably see it a lot. But, we have values and morals, and it's all about our organization, which is the most powerful organization for sure in the state, and of course the most powerful athletic organization in the nation. It is a wonderful organization. Look at this place. Look at all the exhibitors. Great lectures. I saw Maurice Lindquist from A&M this morning. Chad Morris spoke. Man, they got some great speakers, and the knowledge and what they do for us here. San Antonio is a great place with the Riverwalk. I mean, it's just awesome.
Not too far away from home.
Not too far away from home, but far enough.
Yeah. Get on right on I-10.
Yes, sir.
And go, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, gonna make you spin the wheel here, Coach.
Spin that wheel.
All right. This is our Dick's Sporting Goods wheel of questions. Whatever question it lands on, you got to answer it truthfully and honestly. We promise it won't get you fired, but I think the folks in town may enjoy seeing what you answer. We got some fun ones and some tough ones, so I'm going to give that bad boy a spin.
Let's get a good one.
Let's see what we got here. All right. This is a good one, and I think you probably have the answer to this. The Wishbone offense, it is not around as much anymore. There's variations of it, but it's not around in its form under Coach Darrell Royal.
Mm-hmm.
But hypothetically, if the Bulldogs had on their schedule a team that ran the Wishbone offense, do you have a coach on your staff that could put together a defensive game plan to defend that offense?
My defensive coordinator, Stephen Pope, could shut down a Wishbone offense.
Shut it down.
He could shut it down.
What's the key to stopping an offense like the Wishbone offense? What's the key?
The key is to be disciplined. And you hear it all the time. We ran the veer. People say, we don't see that. We only have 3 days to prepare for you, blah, 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 blah. We're used to seeing the spread and all this stuff, and that's very true. But really, whatever we key that week, whatever we tell our tackles to do, whatever you tell your ends to do, it's about being disciplined. It's kind of like the wing tee, slot tee. If you're looking in the backfield, you're not going to be very successful. So you got to stick with whatever the game plan is, and you better have a dang good nose guard.
There you go. You already hear a coach from Coach Freytag. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks for all your success, and appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas.
I appreciate it, and thank you guys for doing what you do. It's amazing what you've done for Texas high school football. Dave Campbell's, what a great company.
We appreciate you, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.